welcome back for another CBSI Hot 10 show. Make sure you go over to comicbookinvest.com and take a look at the article where I might put a few little extra details and notes that we don't cover here on the show tonight. Also, make sure you check out all the other articles as well as all the other content here on the channel. Make sure that you like, you subscribe, you hit the alert button so you don't miss anything. Keep telling your friends so we can keep growing the channel. And if you haven't given Whatnot a try, now's your chance to get a free $15 on me to buy whatever you want from whoever you want. No strings attached. If you haven't used the app before, just give it a try. You got a free $15. Not only will you help the channel, but you get yourself something for free. So now's your chance to give it a try if you haven't already. And if you want to see the books we got for you this week, just hang on for a few seconds after the intro, and we will be right back.
Notable sales.
All right, our first book, our first notable is Young Allies #1. This is a 6.0 that sold for an all-time high in this grade of $8,400 this week. This is the first appearance and origin not only of the Young Allies, but Cap meets Human Torch for the first time in this book, too. Last time this book sold was way back in 2017, and it was only like half the price at $4,400. So this is a decent jump for a classic Kirby cover. So I don't know, kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, before Kirby was doing 80,000 covers and interiors and everything else, and people had to finish off his writing, you get to see some of the reasons why people really, really love Kirby art, right? You know, some of the earlier stuff, which is, I think sometimes we forget that. I think sometimes people kind of poo-poo his stuff because a lot of the stuff you remember is the stuff later on where he was maybe overworked, right?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, and you forget that some of this stuff when he did early on really does have a little bit more detail to it and really just is absolutely amazing. So cool book.
Yeah, it is interesting and nice to see these things still gaining over time.
I think more people are starting to like Timely and Atlas as well, going back and
that is true.
looking at those, being a little more exposed to them, another generation kind of coming along and seeing those. So.
Yeah, it's all those Swifties. They're going over from Blonde Phantom to checking out all the
other Please, no mention of Swifties. They already attacked me once this week.
All selected one off.
I had to get
Is that why you're hanging out in a bomb shelter?
Yes. Hiding.
All right, our next notable sales. Pretty good one.
Here we go. Amazing Spider-Man 87, Ramada cover. On the unrevealing of the mask, whatever. CGC 98 sold for $2,850, all-time high. Last sold for $2,200 in 2022. That's not even that long ago, guys. I just thought it was 2023. To be honest, I realized it's 2024. But here's the funny thing: like when you're looking at this, you know, I have a friend, and although I'm not a huge fan of Spider-Man comics, he had always told me early on when I got into comics, like ASM always sells. And I remember when it was like the top 25. Hey, if you're 25 and under, ASM always sells. Then it was 50, and now it's, you know, anything under 100. And soon enough, when you think about some of these runs, it's not just going to be the major ones, but once they start giving those numbers out there of like, hey, under 150, getting 9/8, you see less and less of them. And it's a very popular title. So this is kind of cool to see 87. I know some people might go like, oh, this is an irrelevant book. It's not, because it's sub 100, but also, yeah, it's not a first appearance. It is really cool to see some of these high grades come up though and keep gaining prices. Maybe not what you always see.
Yeah, that high grade premium, I think, does it
too.
High grade
these
older books, you're starting to really see some separation when you get to the a 9.8 or 9.6 in some of these older books.
Yeah, and it keeps creeping up though. Like, I mean, it's getting to 100. You're going to have 120 because right around there you get a couple other. Like, it's kind of funny because it doesn't just go up to like your first appearance key in the run. It goes a little bit past that. Like it did when it went up to 50 because Kingpin, whatever.
Yeah.
But like,
well, even though you had a lot of first appearance because it was still a newer title, so they were introducing new characters.
But you're going to still see it continue. But you start getting it in at post 100. It's only a matter of time when that gets the same type of pub to get your finished runs. Because once they try to get their 9.8 runs or the highest grade they can runs, you're going to see it become more and more premium, going all the way up to 100, 150. It's great, man. So good book, good sale.
Yeah, we'll see. It was interesting. So with that, those were our notables. Let's take a look at the actual list.
Number 10.
All right, out the gate, we've got a facsimile incentive.
Marvel loves their facsimiles, and they love throwing out these facsimile incentives. You're getting a nice cover on New Mutants 98, which is nice
for the first time.
Yeah, a nice in Huckley, 1 in 25. I mean, for 1 in 25, that's not bad. About 20 sales, $40 to $50. It's these incentives seem to do pretty well out of the gate, especially on these facsimiles. They always seem to tend to move the regular book up a little bit too here and there when these pop out. So
this already is. People are getting excited for the movie. We're only a little ways out, so 98 is already kind of moving again. The prices are still about where they've been, but I just get annoyed by a different cover on a facsimile. It just this
might be my favorite cover of Marvel this year. Actually, I really love this cover. Yes, with the font and the sketch, I really love it.
It's a nice cover, but the idea of a ratio on a facsimile is
I don't agree with that.
We can't make anybody happy. You guys hate when they do reprints with interior pages. Now you hate reprints when they give you different covers on them.
No, I just don't call it facsimile if it's a different cover. It's not facsimile anymore.
Well, it's all reprints no matter what. So
that's what I'm saying. Just call it what it is. Just call it a reprint.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it being a reprint. Third print, it's all a reprint. So I mean, which type of reprint do you want?
Yeah, that's it. But this one, these they've been doing a lot of these lately. Dazzler had one not that long ago, but there's a difference between selling like 5 or 6 at like $50. This is 20, so the volumes are better or more.
It is better artwork on the cover.
Yeah, and it is a nice cover. It is. I'll give you that, Bruce. Nice. But with that, and my biases against facsimile incentives aside, let's look at the next one.
Number 9.
1 in 100.
Love Doom. Love Doom covers. This one, I wouldn't say is my top 10. I wouldn't say it's my top 20. I wouldn't say it's my top 100. But people like it. It's a 1 in 100. There might be a reason why this one started pushing too. Little spoiler alert for later down the list. One of the other covers in this run in this book got hot. How did I put that? The A cover.
Yeah. So this one's getting pulled up with the rising.
So the 1 in 100 is getting hot too. They had a trade dress version of this. The 1 in 100 is a little bit cleaner, obviously. Averaging selling for 170, highs at 240, almost twice sold, which is a lot, especially for how expensive this book is. Yeah, cool. I mean, it's Doom. People love Doom, man. Yeah, like they really do.
Yeah, it was on the outside looking in last week because it was only like $130 coming out of the gate, but it's gone up and the volumes have gone up over the last.
I'll tell you, I was not a huge fan of the story on the inside, but like you did see people, even that people didn't like it, they'll buy a good Doom cover. I mean, that's it.
There was a story inside.
Oh yeah,
great. Wasn't great. Yeah.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't the worst. It just
no. I mean, Doom's had some really shit stories. So yeah, I mean,
but you got Sanford Green art throughout as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah.
I like Sanford Green art, but I know it also could be divisive. Like not everybody is a fan. But with that, we've got another book for you.
Number 8.
Shh, it's a secret.
Ooh, another Spider-Gwen title. What's it? The 5th title in the last year. Ghost Spider #1. The secret. One account per store, whatever they're calling it. 30 plus sales, an average of 20 to 50, 20, 25. This just snuck up on people. They didn't realize they were getting this. So it's all right.
It's a thank you. It's a thank you. Can't we just call it thank you books like they used to do with
yeah.
Because that's really what it is. So if you got an account, depending on what account you have, they send you a thank you account. So
if you have multiple accounts, you get multiple copies of this book, correct?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, but definitely diminishing returns on Marvel giving out these secret thank yous, whatever you want to call them, these polybagged issues, because when they started at Wolverine, it was like $50 out of the gate and it was going crazy. And then Kid Venom also did well. And now we're getting mixed results to Ghost Spiders. And
I'm already sick of polybags already. I don't want to be cutting polybags every week.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, trying to arrange Spider-Gwen books is almost as difficult as trying to arrange volumes of Silk books.
Can we also say that maybe the cover underwhelming?
It's just meh.
It's not like Marquez. It's not a bad cover, but it's
underwhelming. Secret. You could say you like them all you want, but I mean, it's not like it looks like they half-assed the background, and anyways, all right, fair enough.
But it is what it is. There's still plenty out there if anybody wants them, but they just are kind of lingering at that $20 kind of range. And with that, let's see what lucky number 7 has in store for us.
Number 7.
Here she comes.
We got our rumors. First, maybe it was ScarJo. Maybe it's Taylor Swift. Maybe it's ScarJo's producing it. Taylor Swift's going to be it. Who knows? But there's Blonde Phantom buzz. And since the Golden Age, all Select 11, or some of those other Golden Age Blonde Phantom titles are out of most people's reaches, people are gravitating toward Sensational She-Hulk, where Louise Grant was reintroduced into that series as She-Hulk's kind of secretary, and then she drops the little bomb that she was the Blonde Phantom. So we get Wheezy on the cover here in issue 4. It's not the first time we get Louise Grant in Sensational She-Hulk, but she does let it spill that she was the Blonde Phantom.
Yeah, this is the one where she reveals who she was.
Yeah. And you do get Blonde Phantom on the cover of this as well, so it's a little more recognizable. It's doing all right. 30 plus sales for a book that it's always out there. It's always been findable. You can always find issues of She-Hulk out there, but 30 plus sales is a nice little bump in volume, and average $5 to $10 out there. I got one for $3. Yeah,
it's a $1 book. You can find it in the cheap boxes.
You can find them out there aplenty. And like I said, Wheezy shows up a lot in this series. Who knows which book is going to be the one that they end up landing on in terms of the one people gravitate towards, but at the price of how cheap they are now, if you find them in dollar boxes.
I think that's more of the finer point. This is a great book because it's fun, right? Yeah. Nobody gives a shit about this character. Nobody. Don't hit the comments and tell us. Don't do the thing that Joe just did there. Nobody cares. But what we do care about, just like Joe did care about, is he found one for $3. Shut up. He found one for $3. That's what people care about. It's fun to go out there. It's fun to dig for these things. It's fun to find things. Wheezy these nuts. Nobody cares. But congratulations for the people that digged it. Congratulations for the ones that sold it for $5. Congratulations for 10. Great job. Keep it up.
Wheezy jumping through panels. Teach the She-Hulk how to comic.
Nobody cares.
I'm happy this burn run is
good. The burn run's good. And this is a good book. Love it. Love all you people that went out there, digged it. Keep it up. Keep finding these books. Keep going. That's what I want.
As HR, me and Marco will be having a talk after this stream.
Yeah. As soon as you get out of the bunker, hiding from the Swifties. Good shot. All right, let's go.
Yeah, stop.
Have you seen those Swifties?
Tearing down the elderly.
I don't have nothing to say about nothing with them people anymore.
All right. Well, if you didn't get it all out, let's see what we got next.
Number 6.
We got more Wheezy for you.
There you go. Yes, excellent.
2 issues before her reveal that she was the Blonde Phantom, she just shows up in a couple of panels as the secretary as she meets She-Hulk for the first time in here is Louise Martin. So this is the issue 2. So a lot of people, since it's first, have been leaning towards this one a little bit more as far as prices go and volumes, about 40 plus, 10 to 15 on this one as opposed to 5 to 10 on the other one. Personally, I kind of like the other issue better just because it's a better read than this one, but that's just.
But once again, it's not because people are reading it and nobody cares about the character. This has been always the better of the 2 covers. This cover's been popular before that. There's a couple dollars for this cover, unlike a $1 being cover. So people are having to spend a little bit more to dig it. People like it better, so they're buying it because it's more familiar, which is great. Once again, like
all the burn covers in this run are just fun.
Yeah, but you got this one, you got the pulp one, like you got a bunch of other ones. People like it. This is the sweater one. It's nice. Hulk pullback.
You eating Oreos?
Yeah, eating the Oreos. Got the creep people behind her. About to shock her, dude. Here we go.
You know that the creatures behind her actually looks like the guy that was in that picture with you and Tony from the COD.
Oh, BK?
Yeah,
BK?
Yeah, BK. BK in back.
BK? Yeah.
You know, people ask me if that really
like the old people. That's
Are you serious?
That was him. Oh, BK doesn't leave his house. Come on. No, that was him. Yeah, for real. Stalking. Stalker.
Anyway, hopefully that's enough Blonde Phantom for right now. So let's roll on to our next book.
Number 5.
Can't shake it.
Back again. Godzilla 70th anniversary #1. Art Adams 1 in 50.
Yep.
There's about half a dozen sales. Average of 250 to 300. I think last week it was 150 average.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
Quite a jump for this. I will say I like this better than his bobblehead covers he's been putting out lately.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
yeah, it's
that's
different.
a fair point. It's not the lady art's not for everybody, but I like this one too.
Alex does great.
I'm not paying these prices, but it is a pretty cool cover.
Does your sound cover still work, Bruce? The one you open up and makes a noise?
I believe so.
Those were hot for a minute. Right. All right. It's a cool cover. I like it. Dig it. Good to see it still going. People love that.
Again, volumes aren't that high, but there aren't that many of these out there. So it's just the price is really what's driving this one. It just keeps climbing.
Because it was a one shot. So, it's not from an ongoing series. It kind of popped in there pretty fast.
But with that, it got enough to hang around for one more week. And let's see what we got next.
Number 4.
Number 4, we have a second print. Not an incentive, just a regular old second print animation cover for X-Men 97 number 2. And I'm disappointed in myself in not putting this on my top covers of the week because this probably is my favorite cover this week. I like it. It reminds me of the episode. I get good feelings thinking back on the show. I like Gambit. I like Rogue. I should have ordered one of these, but now it's about $15 if you want to go and get one online. 50 plus sales. Price is just kind of creeping up because people I think they like it. They like the show. They want to show their appreciation for the show by buying these animation second prints now.
Hey, this is what happens when you get blinded by hate. You hate on the reprints all the time. Next thing you know, you forget to order them and you miss one. I'm just saying, I
don't hate second prints. I like second prints.
That's not what the people are saying.
Because it is what it says it is.
I don't like incentives on later prints is what I don't care for.
It's a cool series. Everybody loves X-Men. It's great. This is a good cover. We got it. Sorry, Pete. We'll see if we can get you one.
It's all right. It's pretty cool. I'll find one. I'm not too worried about it. But with that, let's see what we got in our top 3.
Number 3.
There she is.
Yeah, I watched a lot of you ladies and gentlemen opening these up this week. This is Sensia 22, the mail away special. Cut your coupons, sending them in, getting your little mystery box. Are you gonna get J. Scott Campbell? Or are you gonna get a Frank Miller?
Frank Miller. Frank Miller.
Well, the market has spoken to which one of those two they like best, and it is this J. Scott Campbell, averaging around $300, over a dozen sales popping up. The unopened box, the take at your own risk unopened boxes have been going for 200.
Be wary.
More than 200.
Be wary of the open
this
box.
on tack. Yeah.
Because as most people have said, if they got I got 2. You all saw me open my boxes on tack. I opened it. I got one of each. Most people who got multiples said they got one of each. So if somebody at home luckily opens a Campbell on their first shot, there's a good chance that blind one's got a Frank Miller waiting for you out there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's always the case. I'm just be wary.
Let's just say the Miller's not selling at an average of $300.
No. Miller's $40, which is basically cost if you had to buy all 5 issues of Essentia, which are about $5 a piece, cut out the coupons, mail it off with your shipping and handling check, which was like another $10. So yeah, like $40 is what it would cost you.
Hey, it's good to see Frank Miller still getting work. I thought he was dead.
Yeah. I forget who it was on IG pointed out, like it was
Just
Frank Miller drawing Rami Malek from Mr. Robot.
I saw that.
It was a rough side by side to look at. I was like, no,
dude, he's a good guy. Hey, he's a good guy. I'm just joking with him. He's funny. He's a good guy. That sucks. Kind of falling off.
But, yeah, that's
people love Campbell. This is a good Campbell chaser book. That there won't be too many of them out there. And
yeah, I don't know if the numbers thrown out there are true. The 380 print run is true or not, but that's the word. That's the word on the street. But whatever the case.
And it's unclear as to whether that 380 is for both books together or
each.
One of the books or each, or so.
Who knows?
Yeah, it's a fun gimmick though. Gotta love it.
Yeah. It reminds me of the old days. Image Zero, and Unity. from back in the day. Oh, yeah. And the Spawn. Remember the Spawn coupons? You had to get out of Spawn 4. Fun times. Anyway, next book.
Number 2.
It happened again.
We have Blood Hunt, Red Band Edition, number 2, 1 in 25. I think people are wanting this book to do what the first one did. There was a pre-sale of $300. It's averaging 175 since release, 30 plus sales. This cover's all right.
It's a pretty good homage. It matches the original Crime Suspense Stories number 9, I want to say.
The next one's better.
Yeah.
Once they start putting the more recognizable EC bubbles in there.
The EC bubble, yeah.
Yeah.
The next one's gonna be pretty dope. If you haven't seen it, it's gonna be good. You guys are gonna like it.
Yeah, this one ain't bad. But also remember, this was FOC was already done. So once number 1 had hit, shops couldn't order more of number 2. That ship had already sailed. So there may not be as many. Not to say that means this should be more expensive or anything. I'm just pointing out the fact that there may be less of this one than there are of number 1, but we are bound to see more of number 3.
Yeah,
that's
and since we're drowning in Blood Hunt titles,
well, hey,
CS might not have seen this one coming through. Or
did you guys know they gave shops free copies of Blood Hunt?
Really?
My buddy's got a shop. He said, He said Diamond gave him an extra dozen of cover A, and Penguin gave him a dozen extra for free. Just gave him an extra copies of cover A. So he's like,
I got not the red band, just the regular Blood Hunt.
Of just the regular cover A.
Yeah.
They just
the main storyline's not terrible. The side books,
it's good. I like
side books travel at your own risk. They are not good.
Mm-hmm.
The Spider-Man. Oof.
Yeah, I have a feeling a lot of the side books will be very hit or miss. I'm sure there will end up being a couple that
misses a lot. This is the key word there, Joe.
Yeah, I agree. I read the ASM one. It was
bro.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a Union Jack yet. Is Union Jack good? I don't know.
I don't know, but people say it's funny because I think it's such a shit on. Like it's Union Jack. I mean, really, that's what we're doing.
But pretty cool cover. The Ryan Brown.
Good Union Jack cover.
Yeah.
Plus, I like Union Jack. He's kind of a weird oddball character. I like those weird British characters.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think it falls down there. I just haven't.
Yeah. So if it's funny, that's cool. I'll take a little humor. A little lightheartedness is no problem for me. But with that, we got one left.
And our number 1.
The book for this week. Here it is.
Kind of referenced it earlier when we talked about the 1 in 100 gaining in price. Now the the A cover for Doom number 1, the green, is doing pretty good. 150 plus sales, averaging 25 to 30, the high of 40. This thing was selling a lot. Even at the con, there's a guy who sells regular ones and sold out of this book. People are enjoying it. I mean, maybe they are enjoying the insides. I got to take that back, but I don't think so. I didn't hear anybody say they did. But they love Doom. Whenever you talk to them,
there was just some silly stuff in there I didn't care for.
It wasn't that good.
It's weird having Hickman do a one-shot.
Yeah. Thank you, Joe. That is. It's weird for Hickman to do a one-shot.
He needs some time to cook.
Right.
He does.
Let him cook. You got a couple different references in the background to different key books for the Doom stuff. It was kind of cool. People absolutely fell in love with this cover. The other cover, the B cover, did not do as well.
Yeah, the Virgin is doing well, but then the trade dress version of the Grand Off is just like
not doing
$20.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, you got Doom, great. You got Sanford Green. People love Sanford Green.
Yeah.
I love Sanford Green.
Yeah.
It's a great cover. It's a good Doom cover.
It's
good Doom cover.
Keep it that.
Two good Doom
and
covers.
That's highs. It should be highs of 40. There was multiple $40 sales.
Yeah.
One. So I just want to make that clear too. So I don't know.
But also, it's a one-shot book price too, so it's kind of a higher book. But like to see that many
it's $7
going, to see that many go.
Is the cover price on the
$6.99.
So
like,
it's still nice. It's still nice to see the non-ratio move. You know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, it's nice to see both. It's most nice to see the non-ratio move and the ratio move going. Like, oh, this makes sense, right? Because we can make sense out of it.
Yeah, but while the 1 in 100 is doing all right, the cover A is doing all right. Apparently, nobody likes the Maria Wolf 1 in 25 because it costs you the same or even less. It's like ratio. It's like $25 for the 1 in 25.
It isn't.
She has a following. I'll tell you, she has a following. So like,
and I like. There's some of Wolf's stuff that she's done. I really love. But
shout out Drew on Comics. Tells me about her all the time, dude.
Yeah, no, I don't mind her cover. I mean, I kind of want to see her. Somebody had also posted this on IG. I'm sorry, I don't remember when you guys posted stuff. Who posted? But somebody has said she needs to do the pimp Doom. You know, the all flavored out Doom with the fur and the cheetah prints. Not Doom, a Destro. I'm sorry,
Deathstroke. You're talking about Deathstroke. You're talking about Gold Destro. Yeah,
yeah.
Good old Gold Destro.
That's what we need. We need her to do.
It would fit well because it was a pretty pimpy Doom on the cover on the 125.
True, you hear that? Did you hear that? Get it done. He'll get it done.
Get her done.
Get her done.
All right, and with that, sorry guys, but there is no new qualified tonight. The boys are taking a week off, so they'll be back next week. Don't worry, and we'll have an OLI for you if you haven't seen it already.
Outside looking in.
Everybody needs a break. Enjoy the holiday weekend.
Yeah, I already am. Thank you. Thank you very much. I know you're only talking to me, so appreciate it. Cheers up. Beers are empty. Let's go.
All right. We'll see you all later.
See ya.